It's sourdough day. Today I am making sourdough. I have been getting into my sourdough era lately. I already fed my starter this morning, and so I'll insert a clip of that. I didn't record it, but I have another clip that I will insert right now. So first you're going to feed your starter the night before if you keep it in the fridge, or the morning of if you keep it on the counter, and use it at peak rising. I do a 1:1:1 ratio when feeding my starter, so equal parts starter, flour, and room temperature water. I will go ahead and show you what my starter looks like. So I fed her around 10 a.m. this morning, and it's about 2 o'clock now, and it looks pretty bubbly and active. So I think I'm going to try to make 2 or 3 loaves today. I have probably only baked sourdough a handful of times at this point, so I'm still trying to perfect my recipe, but every time I've made it, I have honestly not been disappointed, but I know that it can get better every single time. So maybe this time will be the right ratios and timing and everything, so we'll see. Step 2, add the ingredients. I want to make sure you use an unbleached red flour. You're going to add 100 grams or 1/3 cup of active bubbly sourdough starter. So you're going to add 500 grams or about 4 cups of unbleached bread flour, 10 grams of salt, 350 grams or 1 1/3 cups of room temperature water, and you're going to mix it with a wooden spoon and your hands if necessary, and mix until it's like a shaggy dough. So here are my 3 loaves. I'm going to cover them with a damp towel and come back every 30 minutes to do the stretch and folds. Step 3, stretch and folds. So stretch and folds are basically just a process where every 30 minutes you're going to repeat this 3 to 4 times. You're going to grab an edge of the dough, stretch it upwards, and fold it into its center. After stretch and folds are complete, just have it sit on the counter at room temperature for 4 to 12 hours, or until your dough has formed bubbles on the top and the sides in the mixing bowl, and it has approximately doubled in size. So the dough is looking ready to be shaped. I can see some bubbles forming, and when I pull the dough back, it retreats back towards the bowl a little bit, so I think I'm going to go ahead and shape them. Step 4, shaping.
Sir.
Tooting.
I thought you were talking about the gentleman on the counter.
He wants to put his paw in it.
He really do. He wants to stomp it. Oh my gosh, the cats. You eating a pizza?
No. I saw the lady doing it on the video.
Okay.
Okay.
Just want to eat it raw.
Alright, so it's the next day. I left them proofing on the counter pretty much from 3 p.m. to like 9 p.m. last night, and they weren't quite ready. I did a bulk fermentation in the fridge overnight. I just went to the gym, took a shower, and I'm just gonna put them in the oven real quick. But first, I'm gonna reshape them a little bit and then do the little like designs with the bread lane. Just wanted to give a quick little science lesson on the health benefits of sourdough today. We've all seen that amazingly talented sourdough baker, Jesha Stevens, the one who says, "It's gut healthy." But why exactly is it gut healthy? So obviously we know that our gut is home to trillions of bacteria, and a balanced gut microbiome is crucial for digestion, immunity, and mental health. Sourdough helps us maintain a healthy gut by encouraging the growth of these healthy bacteria, all thanks to its fermentation process. One of the main types of bacteria in the starter is called lactic acid bacteria. This bacteria produces an acid that creates a low pH environment, which can help break down compounds in wheat that may cause bloating or discomfort. FODMAPs are short-chain carbs that can be hard to digest for some people. So basically, the sourdough starter fermentation process partially breaks down those FODMAPs, making it easier on your gut. Step 5. Preheat the oven and Dutch oven and/or bread oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Step 6. You're going to plop the loaves into the oven and bake for 30 minutes with the lid on. So the first 30-minute timer just went off, so I'm going to go ahead and take off the Dutch oven lids and take a look and put them back in for 15 minutes without the lid on. The loaves are ready. Now, what about, is it anti-inflammatory? As someone with an autoimmune disease, it's important to take these things into consideration. I have rheumatoid arthritis, so I have to be very aware of what I can consume and what could potentially cause a rheumatoid flare. So let's dig into why it's anti-inflammatory. So the gluten proteins, especially in wheat bread, can trigger inflammation for some people, even if they don't have celiac disease. However, in sourdough, the long fermentation process breaks down a significant portion of the gluten. It also reduces another group of proteins in wheat called amylase trypsin inhibitors, or ATIs, which have been linked to inflammation in the gut. By breaking these down, sourdough can help reduce the body's inflammatory response. So I guess it all comes down to the fermentation process. It basically gives sourdough its uniqueness. I'll make sure to link these articles down below if you're interested in reading further about this topic. Thought I'd include a homemade butter recipe to go along with your delicious sourdough bread. So you're just going to go ahead and first add all the heavy cream you'd like. It doesn't matter how much. The less you put in, the less butter you'll get, and vice versa. You'll turn on your stand mixer to low, and once you start to see the cream thicken up, you'll go ahead and turn it up to medium. You can put a tea towel on top of your mixer during this stage to prevent any splashing. You can start to see here the fat starting to separate from the liquid. Next, you're going to squeeze out any remaining buttermilk out of the butter fat and place it into ice cold water. After this, you just shape it and add salt if you'd like, and that's it. It's that simple to get homemade, simple, healthy butter.